a fight for the right to be number one. It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes, and he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes, and able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And this one complete to Smith. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's McCaffrey, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
Illegal block in the back. offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mahomes. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Cherry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a first down. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A 27-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. McCaffrey on the counter. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now a run with McCaffrey. Fighting through it. He's got space. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run on first down. Cherry. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it's third down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Corey Vedvik now set to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a third and about 13. To throw, it's Mahomes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Big stop, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some... Denver offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll drop the throw. And this one's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He gets this one to Boyd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes now on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Butker's kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you all.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mahomes firing complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes now to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 6 on the dump off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, And then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Here we go.
Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
No game on this defense. No game. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. He's got this complete to Hamilton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's complete to Hamilton. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. McCaffrey. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This is McCaffrey. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open man here is Hamilton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things.
Yellow, yellow. All right, Eddie. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike, 58, right there. Set the tone, defense. Defense, let's go.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just